George Nicholas Johnson, also known as Scratch and Nico, of St. Paul, St. George, former employee of telephone communication, Grentel and Cable and Wireless, passed away on Tuesday, 28th May 2024, at the age of 71. He was the husband of Christine Johnson, father of Nicole Johnson and Nicolin Johnson, grandfather of Nicholas Jr. Johnson and Angel Johnson, brother of Michael Alexis in Canada, Terry Cadet, Carol Pear, Yvonne Pippa, Jenny Alexis and Jennifer Franklin, all in the USA, Lawrence Lewis, Dave, Esau, Mabel, Dallin and Alfred Pear, Kester Williams, Gemma Mitchell, and Hilary Joseph in Grenada, brother-in-law of Jeffrey Franklin and Jerome Worm in the USA, DeCosta Worm in Puerto Rico, Christopher Andrews, Dunbar Andrews, Arthur Noel, Barbara Andrews, Suzanne Pear, Cynthia Alexis, Joyce Lewis, Suzanne Worm, Catherine Pear, Deborah Pear, Dawn Andrews in the USA, and Helen Alexis in Canada, nephew of Peter Johnson. Many nieces and nephews in Canada, the USA, and Grenada, including Kathy Victor, Mike and Roger Alexis, and Adonna Lewis. Other relatives and friends including Letitia Johnson in Switzerland, Kathleen Arnold, Peter Johnson, Magnus Felix and family, David Telesford and family, Martha Noel and family, Magdalene James, Berlin Charles, Lincoln Baisden and family, Sam James, James Stewart and family, Catherine Langine, Lindley Edwards, Fitzroy August and family, MacDonald Bullen, Cicely Cyrus, Governor General Dame Cecile La Grenade, Hilary Gabriel and family, the Robinson and Noel families, Simone Francis in the USA, the boys at Otway's Bar, and neighbors and friends of Park Estate, St. Paul's and surrounding areas in the USA, Canada, St. Vincent, Dominica, and Carriacou. The funeral of the late George Nicholas Johnson, also known as Scratch and Nico, of St. Paul, St. George, will take place on Wednesday, June 19th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the People's Church, St. Paul's, and entombment will be at the Mount Airy Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Phyllis Teresa Caliste of Montrose St. Patrick passed away on Monday, May 20th, 2024, at the age of 83. She was the sister of Mickey, Valerie, Kenneth, Enos, Doreen, Francis, also known as Manny, Frederick, Orvis, Myrtle, Margaret, Phyllis, and Chriselle. Sister-in-law of Cindy, Nan, and Cheryl, Hernando, and Joseph. Aunt of many including Fallon, Melissa, Debbie, Hanif, Sharon, Tiffany, Sheena, Lauren, Michael, Angela, and Christopher. Her caregivers Miss Johanna Caliste and Miss Christine. Other relatives and friends including Dennis, Desmond, Jeanette, Donald, Jude, Miss Leslie, Poyo, Miss Ella, the Caliste family of Montrose, the Bola and Ramdani families, and friends and neighbors of Montrose, Latost, and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Phyllis Teresa Caliste of Montrose St. Patrick will take place on Thursday, June 20th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Tivoli RC Church, St. Andrew, and interment will be at the Family Cemetery, Montrose. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
Claire Mary Joseph, also known as Mammy Jo, of Belmont St. George, passed away on Tuesday, 21st May, at the age of 88. She was the mother of Anthony, also known as Moon, Sherilyn Dunbar, Stephen, also known as Levy, Lauriston, also known as Larry, and Hilda Miller. Grandmother of Dali, Sabrina, Leah, Liana, Dwayne, Jonathan, Keegan, Jelaine, Alexa, Akiba, Kimba, Donnet, and Reese. Great-grandmother of Kiara, Kida, Kenzo, Hendrik, and Liam. Sister of Hamilton Roger, Catherine Odell, Margaret Skerritt, Clyde, Victor, and Hannah Daniel, and Clyde Charles. Mother-in-law of Earl Dunbar, Brian Strawn, Paul Miller, Teresa, and Shirley and Joseph. Several nieces and nephews including Louise Riley, Renee, Christelle, Natalie, Roxanne, Solange, Sean, Kino, Jennifer, and Richard Joseph, and Robert Branch. Sisters and brothers-in-law. Many other relatives and friends including Rachel Ferguson and family, Pat Henry and family, Faith Cox and family, Michael Filbert and family, Imo Phillip and family, Margaret Nathan, Cynthia Hood and family, Juliana Greenidge, Dennis James, Otley family, Clara Bell and family, Pascal family, Sheila Noel, Norma Wilson and family, Regis and Doreen Miller and family, Antilk Evans, Elma Donnell and family, Sheila and Richard Frank and family, Mary Inc., Strawn family, Jimmy Smith, also known as Old Brick, Cyril Simon and family, Phil Bain, the congregation of Our Lady, Queen of Peace Roman Catholic Church, Belmont, friends and neighbors of Belmont and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Mary Claire Joseph of Belmont St. George will take place on Thursday, 20th June at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Blessed Sacrament Catholic Church, Grandin St. George, and entombment will be at the Grandin Cemetery. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lockwell Brothers Funeral Home.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Pastor Terence Gibbon, also known as Brother Ter of Redmond St. Patrick, who resided at Fountain St. Mark, pastor of Christian Fellowship Church, Redmond, and former employee of Grenada Bottling Company, passed away on Saturday, 18th May 2024, at the age of 70. He was the husband of Mirthlin Gibbon, father of Perry Gibbon, Richard Gibbon, and Makeda Bartholomew, grandfather of Shirley McLeish, Rihanna, Enrique, and Tyler Gibbon and Nalani Cyrus, brother of June Duncan, Sion John and Deborah John Lewis in the USA, Keith Narayan and Daphne Gibbon in Trinidad, Hanif Gibbon and Annie Cox in England, and Stephanie John in Puerto Rico, father-in-law of Siobhan Gibbon and Matthew Bartholomew, brother-in-law of Leroy, Hanson, Daniel and Gladys Dixon, Owen, Gail and Christiana. Many nieces and nephews including Donald John, Christy Lewis, Andre Dixon, Lucienne Narayan, Kenny Dixon and Sandra Charles, Steve Gangadine and Wendell Narayan. Other relatives and friends including Trevor, Enroy, Roll, Rohan, Angus, Pastor Augustine Charles and family, the Narayan, Ratu, Elahi, Fletcher, Chitterman and Knight's families, the McLeish family, members of Christian Fellowship Assembly, and friends and neighbors of Redmond, Fountain, and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Pastor Terence Gibbon, also known as Brother Ter of Redmond St. Patrick, who resided at Fountain St. Mark, will take place on Friday 21st June at 12 noon. Funeral service will be held at the Christian Fellowship Assembly, Redmond St. Patrick, and entombment will be at the Family Cemetery, Redmond. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home. Stephen Wilton Decoto of Grove St. John, who resided at Grand Isle St. George and in Florida, USA, passed away on Wednesday, 12th June 2024, at the age of 86. He was the husband of Irma, father of Atala, Warren, Stephen, and Sophia, grandfather of Jair, Jamal, Davon, and Melina, great-grandfather of Saraya, Mariah, Alina, and Jair Jr., father-in-law of Four, brother of Collis and family, brother-in-law of Merlin, many nieces and nephews, other relatives and friends including Mr. Alban Redhead, Dr. Terence Marisho, Dr. Francis Martin, the Charles family of Grandons, the management and staff of Spice Care Residential Facility, and friends and neighbors of Grove, Grandance, and in Florida, USA. The funeral of the late Stephen Wilton Decoto of Grove, St. John, who resided at Grandance, St. George, and in Florida, USA, will take place on Friday, 21st June at 11 a.m. Funeral service will be held at the Garden of Remembrance Funeral Chapel, Cemetery Hill, St. George's, according to Catholic rites, followed by private cremation. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. George Butler, also known as Uncle George of St. Dominic Street, Grove, St. John, passed away on Friday, 14th June 2024 at the age of 92. The funeral arrangements for the late George Butler, also known as Uncle George, of St. Dominic Street, Grove, St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Gregory Joel Thomas, also known as Watiwe of Crochet St. Andrew, passed away on Sunday, 16th June 2024 at the age of 42. The funeral arrangements for the late Gregory Joel Thomas, also known as Watiwe of Crochet St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Margaret Edwards of Happy Hill, St. George, who resided in England and Grenada, died on June 1st, 2024, at the age of 86. The funeral arrangements for the late Margaret Edwards of Happy Hill, St. George, who resided in England and Grenada, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Bernadette Peters of Birch Grove, St. Andrew, passed away on Thursday, 13th June, at the age of 60. The funeral for the late Bernadette Peters of Birch Grove, St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Roger Williams Paul, also known as Bose of Queen Street, Victoria, St. Mark, passed away on Friday, 7th June, at the age of 53. The funeral of the late Roger Williams of Queen Street, Victoria, St. Mark, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
Jocelyn Catherine Simon, also known as Mae West and Miss Lacqua, of Chantymel, St. Patrick, passed away on Friday, 31st May 2024, at the age of 92. The funeral arrangements for the late Jocelyn Catherine Simon, also known as Mae West and Miss Lacqua, of Chantymel, St. Patrick, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Hilda Bernice James, also known as BJ, of Trinidad, who resided at Crochet St. Andrew and Latente St. David, passed away on Friday, 24th May 2024, at the age of 79. The funeral arrangements for the late Hilda Bernice James, also known as BJ, of Trinidad, who resided at Crochet St. Andrew and Latente St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Rose Shirley Noel of Fontenoy, St. George, who resided at Bonaire, St. Mark, passed away on Sunday, 26th May 2024, at the age of 82. The funeral arrangements for the late Rose Shirley Noel of Fontenoy, St. George, who resided at Bonaire, St. Mark, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thank you for watching.
I am Godwill James, an MD and a member of Gateway Assembly. Medically, death is regarded as an end or a cessation of life. Different groups view death in different perspectives. While some regard death as a continuation of life, others view it as an infeeble form of life. As a Christian, we may want to view death as a separation of the soul from the body. So, whichever way one may view death, I want to say that may the gentle soul of the faithful departed rest in the bosom of the Lord. Amen.